Today we're gonna do a little business in the game. We do a little business in Roblox. We're Roxia World, entering the city in Santa Claus outfit. Ho, ho, ho. Garbage bag, alright, pick that up, look at that. Oh, and it stinks, it's nasty. Throw garbage so we can toss the garbage wherever we choose to do so. But we're gonna toss it over here, throw it away in the dumpster. Obviously, that's where the garbage goes, so we get some credit for that. Garbage collector, 24%. Level 1. Okay. So garbage bag, so we're just gonna go around and pick up everybody's nasty trash and garbage. Hopefully those are gloves that he has on that we can throw away. Hopefully those aren't like Santa's nice, leather black gloves that he uses to deliver presents. Because that means that your presents are going to be filthy. With his filthy hands that he's using to pick up his trash off the street that has such nasty stench. It is showing the disgustingness, fumes coming from that garbage. So hopefully he's using some gloves that are not his regular gloves that he used to deliver presents. Alright, a couple little jokes about business. Let's do some business jokes. Why was the office computer cold? It left its windows open. Okay then. Well, I get it, Windows, Mac, operating system. However, what if it's hot outside? The computer could be hot and overheating, and it could shut down because computers are not supposed to be overheated. Right, that's why they got like heat sinks and like fans and coolers and stuff, because they can't be overheated. So what if it's hot outside? That joke's not gonna work if it's hot, only if it's cold. So the hot summer months, not a good joke. But let's move forward. Alright, what do we got here? We're throwing the garbage away. We're just walking around collecting. Level 2 garbage collector. Look at us. Santa Claus is the level 2 garbage collector. Picking up trash. Kinda looks kinda nasty. But we're gonna pick it up anyways. Limit reach. You don't own an electric scooter. Santa Claus. Why can't he says elves build an electric scooter? I should be able to own an electric scooter. Company title, font, slogan. Okay, so you can customize some of the stuff. Other things you gotta build, get a VIP access to unlock it. We do faster and cheaper trash talks, cash walks. We put in the mail in deliverable. We're rubbish, so you don't have to be. Okay, but why you rubbish though? You know what I'm saying? You don't want a company that's rubbish. I mean, I get it, wordplay, but that's not a very good one. Currents of electricity, rivers of revenue. Okay, man, some of these are just like not clicking, they just don't jingle along, so I don't know about those. Yeah, we're good, yeah. So, hey, that's better than all this other stuff on here. I deliver the goods, rain or shine. That's alright. That one's alright. Time is the least of our problems. What? Okay. We're the box bosses. And we run this warehouse. No, that's not going. That is not jiving. We put the... we already looked at that one. Okay, our shelves are so organized, you'll think they're virtual? What? Our shelves are so organized, you'll think they're virtual? Well, what about virtual shelves that aren't organized? There are things in the virtual world that's not organized, Okay, so... Garbage collector still 2%, 4.83%. Alright, collect this stuff and then walk around. Let's, while we're doing that busy work here, let's do another. Why don't accountants ever play hide and seek? Because they're always outstanding in their field. Well, that's not true. Many accountants do have a crappy accountant. What about accountants that like embezzle money and stuff? Like, no, that's not a joke. That's not funny. How do construction workers party? They raise the roof. Hey, that one's pretty good. Okay then, construction workers party, raise the roof. That's a good one. I like that one. Why did the employee get stuck in the elevator? Because they were on another level. Okay, but what does that mean? They got stuck in the elevator. Okay. I mean, it's a joke, but some jokes, they gotta make sense too. That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, they're on another level, I get it, but like, it doesn't mean they're stuck. Just means they're on the wrong level. Why did the banker switch careers? He lost interest. Okay, alright, that's alright. That's alright. It's a pretty good one. He lost interest, you know. Because yeah, I guess that's alright. That's okay. I'll go with that. Why did the manager bring a ladder to work? Because the company was going through ups and downs. What? That is pretty good. Could have been something more about like corporate ladder. I want to climb the corporate ladder. Why did the manager bring a ladder to work? Because he wanted to climb the corporate ladder. I just thought of that in my head right now. Right this second. I just made that up. Literally. Seriously. That one's pretty good. That's better than the other one. What do you... I'm not saying it's great. You know, I'm not saying I made a good joke. It might be a stupid joke, but it's better than the other one. What do you call a factory that makes good products? A satisfactory? Yeah, good product. Yeah, okay. I'll go with that one. Not laughable, but I'll go with it. None of these have been like, haha, like, gut-busting laughable anyways. Garbage bag, pickup, to bring, okay, I'm level 2 still. Garbage collector, 21.61%. That is wild, man. That takes a while to get to where we're going, you know. But, locked teleports, retirees, okay. One retires, alright. Company value is 1 penny, 1 cent. 1 filthy cent, that's my company value. Okay. The gym is currently closed. Attention poor people, free access to gym between 12 to 18 all weekends. Okay. Between 12 to 18, like 1800 hours? Like 6 o'clock, I don't know what that is. 12 to 18-year-olds or like 12 to 1800 hours? Dude, try to break in. Let's break in. Santa Claus, gonna break in the gym. Why is Santa Claus poor? Collecting trash. Pick up the trash. Bring it. That trash is glowing. There's definitely some stuff that we don't want to pick up. Just gonna keep on walking around. Alright. Limit reached. Throw away garbage bags in a dumpster. Okay, I'm all full. I gotta throw this stuff away. Alright, resetting this. Let's go. Let's do this. Alright, some more jokes. Why did the business presentation cross the road? To get to the PowerPoint. Okay, that's alright. That's kind of still, but alright. Why did the consultant carry a pencil? To draw conclusions. Okay, alright, that's fine. Why did the entrepreneur, oh my heavens. Why did the entrepreneur go broke? Because he took stock too literally. Yeah, I don't know about that one. No, I don't think so. Let's toss that one out. Let's throw that joke in the garbage with Santa Claus's garbage here. That was garbage. Why did the employees stay late at the office? Because they didn't want to face traffic on the information highway. What? No, that's not okay. They're getting worse. I mean, these jokes are getting worse. What is happening? Why did the investor go broke at the bakery? He kept buying a dozen shares. I mean, yeah, but just because it's a dozen doesn't mean it's a bakery. I mean, they have shares at the bakery? I don't think so. You gotta, like, tie these together. You can't just have, like, two random things and, like, say they're the same, you know? Did the investor go broke? I get, you know, buying in shares with the investor, but just because it's a bakery and a dozen, you have, like, a dozen donuts? I mean, that doesn't tie it together. I mean, we gotta think about this stuff here before we start putting these jokes out here. Alright. What is Santa Claus doing? Throwing the garbage collector, level 2. Okay, gotta throw the garbage in the garbage bin. Garbage can, garbage bin, garbage pail, garbage dumpster. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We're just gonna chill. Scooters. We're just walking down the street here, hanging out. Why isn't there any cars? And there's like just trash everywhere. I mean, like, who's creating the trash? That's what I want to know. Who's doing this? This is like just there's boxes and packages and all kinds of stuff. People need to, I mean, there's a whole lot more problems, you know, here in this town. People just trashing it. Alright, let's reset that. This business can't just reset it if you fail. Okay. Whatever. It's kind of a wild game. I mean, play it if you want. You know, just going around collecting trash, I guess, building a business. Takes a little while. Maybe if you have VIP or something, there's some other access. You know, go ahead and figure that out. Do what you want to do with the game. A couple more jokes before we close this out here. Why was the stapler promoted? Okay, let's do this again. Why was the stapler promoted? It really held things together. That's actually alright. I'm gonna say that one's pretty good. Why was the spreadsheet always calm? Because it had too many cells to worry. Okay, well, I mean, I get cells and worksheets and spreadsheets, but cells to worry, like cells in the brain? I don't know. That's alright. Why was the employee afraid of the printer? Because it had paper jams. Alright, well, that's true, you know. There are literally people who don't want to print because they're worried about jamming up the printer, like ones that don't print very well, or like collate or staple, and they're worried about printing to the printer because they don't want to be the one that gets stuck with clearing the jam out, or they don't want to like have to replace the paper. They're like that nervous of like trying to figure that out. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.